We've all been there. You start a new world excited to build and explore. You punch a few trees, get some stone, iron, and diamonds. But within a week or two, the Ender Dragon is dead, you have some decent gear in a house. At this point, do you feel yourself losing interest in the game? If so, you're in the majority. But don't worry, it doesn't have to be that way. I believe one of the main reasons this happens is that most Minecraft worlds follow a very clear path. Despite the game being a sandbox, many players follow the exact same route around their game. This is often rushed and can cause burnout. The first way I suggest combat in the 2-week phase is to take it nice and slow. It's easy for you to become invested in the world when you spend weeks working on it, but the way most people play, they get to the end in a day or two, and it leaves them feeling like they don't know what to do. Instead of trying to get your gear and go to the end, I recommend sticking with your iron tools, or even those new copper ones. Instead of rushing for an elytra, how about you try and breed a decent horse? And obviously, if you want to just sink some time into your world, how about building a larger base? Whether this involves experimenting with auto farms or building purely for aesthetics, this method can slow your gameplay down and makes it so that you invest more time into your world, creating a greater attachment. However, sometimes you may lack inspiration. In this case, you can watch some Minecraft videos on YouTube to see if you can get inspired. These videos might provide you inspiration to do builds of your own, or just to copy a build from a video you've seen. Either way, it's adding more content to your world. There will be cases, however, where you just can't get inspired to play Minecraft whatever happens. In these moments, don't worry, it's perfectly natural. All you need to do is step away from Minecraft and play another game, go for a walk. The inspiration will eventually come back to you and you'll want to play Minecraft again. The trick is, when you decide you want to play Minecraft again, instead of returning on a new world, come back to the world you were previously playing. This means you can't follow Minecraft's set path and you have to build using your own ideas. It also makes sure that you invest more time into that world, which should make you even more dedicated to the world you're currently playing and less likely to quit again. This is great for everyone like me who's on a single player world. But what about you people who play on servers or realms? It's simple. As long as the server stays online, you just need to treat it like single player, with an occasional appearance from a friend. What I mean by this is that you can't keep a world alive by relying on everybody else to stay with it. So instead, you don't expect to constantly play with people. However, when they are online, you can look at it as a nice bonus as you're playing. This means your dedication isn't relying on others. If you can, when the server will eventually shut down, ask the admin for a copy of the world, so you can either continue it as your own server, or just play on it like it's single player. In the long term, I recommend you set some post-game goals. Once the dragon is killed, you can set new goals that can be harder to work towards. Having more difficult goals will increase the lifespan of your game as it provides paths for you to follow that you haven't done in the past. These new challenges can be difficult things like getting one of each mob or getting one of each achievement, or they could be much simpler things like building stylized houses for each type of villager. One of my favourite ways to keep interested in my world is to create restrictions and limitations. For example, I have a rule in my survival world that every farm in the overworld has to either be hidden or decorated to fit the aesthetic of the world. This forces me to think more creatively than just building a farm. I have to find ways to make the farm spawn-proof and efficient whilst not looking like a farm. For example, I've decorated my iron farm to look like a mine. Creating limitations forces creativity and stops the game from being boring. In the past, I've gone through many worlds that didn't work out, and I can tell you one of the main reasons is regret. I'll often find old builds or areas of the world that weren't planned out properly that I didn't like, or I just threw them together quickly in survival and they looked bad. I can't bring myself to destroy them, so I make a new world. This is why I recommend planning your builds in creative and planning out whole regions in creative if needed. This is especially important in the early game when resources are limited, as this will allow you to find what you need instead of just building with what you already have. It's important when playing on your world to set rules that you feel comfortable with. If you feel like it's cheating to build in creative first and plan things out, then don't do it, as feeling like you've cheated in your world is one of the quickest ways to get bored. Finally, if you ever feel like giving up, go back and look at some of the older builds in the world and remember how much time you've invested. This is a strong motivator not to give up. And hey, since you're watching this video, you clearly want to progress and improve as a Minecraft player, so can I recommend this video on one idea that changed Minecraft building forever?